All right. There we go. Okay. Well, it works now. Yep. All right. Apologize about that. I always forget that I have to. I've been having quite a day, guys. I apologize about that. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. I forgot that I have to pin the messages again because of that. And silly me. All right. Well, hopefully hopefully this will be all right. Let's go Phillies, says E4 Naughty. Sorry, JJ. Phillies will lose, says YouTube. Thanks. All right. Well, the poll question's gone, and yeah, I forgot all about it just because I didn't close out OBS and because I've been moving my location a lot. So, but I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play by Play with JJ. Please make sure that you like. Please make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell icon, too, so that way you know when I upload. All right, let's get the score bug up and running. I am going to be honest with you guys, okay? I'm a family first type of a guy, okay? I'm a family first type of a guy. And, I know that in this business, right, you do have to make sacrifices, but, I care a lot about my family. Okay, so I might be taking a couple more breaks than usual today. That's because I'm checking in to make sure that things are all right. Everything is fine at home, okay? But I just want you guys to understand, and I have to be upfront with you guys and let you know that I am going to be taking a couple of more breaks during these upcoming streams. And I might not be able to do every single game, but that's because I'm just taking care of things, okay? But everything's fine. Everything's great. And, yeah, so, but I have to give you all a heads up because I have to be straightforward and I have to be honest with you guys, and I don't want you guys to be questioning, why is he taking more breaks? Oh, why is he doing things a little bit differently? It's because I just have some stuff going on that I have to take care of, all right? And my family needs me. So I got to go there. As my mom would always say, I got to go to the people that need me the most, okay, when they need me. So, Apple attacks us. You grind out almost every game for us. Hope everything is well, man. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Everything's fine, but I'm just going to be taking some more breaks just because I got to, I just got to check in on things. So, all right, let's talk about the Phillies, all right? So let's talk about this team. It's been a little bit of time since we last talked about them. E4 says, you don't have to explain, buddy. I still will be wanting to watch you. Thanks, man. That means a lot to me. It really does. All right, it is 6:07 p.m. Eastern Time. I bet you that we just are getting underway, and I believe that we are. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So that's also why things are a little bit out of sorts, just because it's been a crazy, crazy day. But there's no such thing as a crazy day in sports because every day's a crazy day in sports. Yes, okay. Let's talk about the Philadelphia Phillies, all right? So the Phillies, well, they're 48-41. They're taking on the San Diego Padres, and the Padres will be on the road. The Phillies play a 4-game set against the Padres. They play tonight. The game is supposed to start at 6:05 p.m. Eastern Time. And they will also be playing tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night for a day-night doubleheader, and then they'll wrap up the series on Sunday afternoon. And then they're off on Monday. So this is going to be a big 4-game set. The Padres actually have been playing pretty good baseball as of lately. Overall, they've been, kind of like the Mets in a couple of senses. A team that was projected to be very good coming into the season with a whole lot of flashy players, whole lot of star players and that type of thing. But, they've been just totally inconsistent at times. And the Phillies have to try to do everything that they can against Yu Darvish, who's on the bump today for the Padres. And Darvish has had a pretty strong season so far. We'll get to more of his stats in just a few moments. But the bottom line is that Christopher Sanchez is on the mound, and the Phillies have to get the win. They got to start off very strong in this series, and hopefully they're able to take 3 out of 4. It's not so easy to sweep a team, especially when you're playing them 4 times, but you have to make sure that you're just attacking on all zones, on all cylinders, and make sure that everybody is doing everything that they possibly can to put the team in a good position to succeed. So I know that things are a little bit different with this layout. We are going to be transitioning over to StreamYard once I have the time to do that. But it's probably going to be sometime this weekend, so we'll just have to see how things go. Yes. What's up, G Vanutes? I can't wait to watch or listen to your new podcast. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. God bless your family, says Efer Nettles. Oh, thanks, man. It means a lot. It really, really does. You know, it's what we got to do. We do what we have to do, you know? So, yes. So the Phillies, let's talk about their starting lineup. So, the Padres will be batting first. They have Ha-Seong Kim batting first. He is batting in the leadoff spot. Fernando Tatis Jr. out in right field. He's hitting second. Juan Soto is the left fielder. He's hitting third. Batting in the cleanup spot is Manny Machado, and he's over at the hot corner at third base. And the fifth hitter will be Xander Bogaerts, who's over at the shortstop position. The first baseman will be Jake Cronenworth. Gary Sanchez, the catcher for tonight's game, is Austin Nola, will have the night off. Brandon Dixon will be the designated hitter. And Trent Grisham is the center fielder who will be batting ninth. What's up, Snowman? Thanks for coming on here. I appreciate it, man. So once again, it's Kim, Tatis Jr., Soto, Machado, Bogaerts, Cronenworth, Sanchez, Dixon, and Grisham, okay? And that is the starting lineup for the San Diego Padres tonight, a team that is 43-47 on the season, and they are also 18-24 on the road. Guys, please make sure that you go subscribe to Snowman Multimedia, and also please make sure that you go subscribe to G Vanutes, all right? If you guys have a channel out there, if you guys have been promoting your content, please make sure that you post them down below. I would love for you guys to post them and for you guys to share your link with everybody. Is the game delayed? It hasn't started on time, so that's what's going on. I don't know why, but it just hasn't started on time. All right, good. But yeah, here we go. Now we're about ready to get underway. All right, so there's Christopher Sanchez. He's out there on the hill for the Phillies. So it's always a good sign to see Christopher Sanchez. He had a pretty good outing his last time out, and that was against the Tampa Bay Rays. So he pitched very well against them, had a very strong outing, and, you know, he had just one of those outings where you could possibly say that he may have solidified himself as that fifth starter, for sure. He's 26 years old. He has an 0-2 record, a 2.84 ERA, and also 22 strikeouts. In his last game that he faced the Tampa Bay Rays, he went 6 innings. He only had 2 strikeouts, but listen to this. Only 4 hits allowed, 1 earned run. That was on a solo home run that he gave up, and he allowed no walks. And the outing before that against the Nationals, he went 6 innings, allowed 1 earned run, and only walked 1 batter and had 6 strikeouts. But on the season, he's 0-2 with a 25 1/3 of an inning that he's pitched. He has a 2.84 ERA, 22 strikeouts in those 25 innings of work, and only 4 walks allowed. So the main thing for him today is just to not let the fatigue play him off, and hopefully, you know, he'll be out there and he'll be just fine and give you a really good quality start, go about 5 to 6 innings or so. Just has to be himself. You know, he can't be leaving the ball up in the zone. He has to try to make sure that hitters are feeling off balance and that he establishes the strike zone early on. Don't want to be playing around with pitches, especially against a lineup that has a lot of lethal players, you know, so that's what you got to do. As Ha-Seong Kim steps up in the batter's box and will take a sinker on the inside corner for a called strike. Kim hitting .258 on the season with 10 home runs, 31 RBI, and the 4-game set, game 1 of the 4-game set is underway. The pitch outside. That was a changeup. The 1-1. Just a bit outside. Defensively, behind the plate for the Phillies, we have JT Realmuto over at first base is Derek Hall. The second baseman is Bryson Stott. Over at third is Alec Bohm. And the shortstop is Trey Turner. The 2-1 is inside. Way inside that was. There's Rob Thompson, who's in his second season as the Phillies manager. Over in the dugout, he has a 113-87, or an 87 record. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. Nope, it got started a little bit late. You guys are on time. It started a little bit late. So, but there we go. We're in the top of the first inning. It's a 3-2 count to Ha-Seong Kim. Christopher Sanchez with 5 pitches so far is in the stretch and the pitch. Fly ball hit out to left field. Not that deep, though. Schwarber backs up. Came in a little bit, then had to back up and backtracks to make the catch, and there's 1 away. The wind was blowing it in, and then it just blew it back and caught Schwarber a little bit off guard, but was able to control it, and there's 1 gone. Out in left field is Kyle Schwarber. The center fielder is Brandon Marsh, and in right field we have Nick Castellanos. Here comes Fernando Tatis Jr., who's hitting .288 and has reached base safely in 27 out of his last 30 games. The pitch on the outside corner at the knees, a changeup at 82. So there's nobody on, 1 out in the top of the first inning. The 0-1 by Sanchez. It's inside. So Kim flew out to left field. And there's 1 away with nobody on. Sanchez kicks, fires, and it was a check swing that was swung on and missed. And the count is 1-2. With a little bit of a different graphic today. The pitch, way outside. Yes. So eventually we are going to be switching things over to StreamYard. Just have not been able to do it today. Hopefully we'll be able to do it by Sunday. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day, but we'll see how it goes. The 2-2 delivery. High bouncer, hit over to third base. Bohm throws it on the run, charges over to first, and it's in time, and there's the second out. Tatis Jr. can obviously fly, and he has wheels, but they weren't able to get him out. And that'll bring up Juan Soto, who's playing out in left field. Soto, according to PointsBet, is 6th on the Major League list as the 6th highest odds to win the MVP. First pitch off the plate. Second pitch, that is right over the middle. Nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Padres have a 43-47 record, and they're taking on the Phillies, who are 48-41. The 1-1, outside and low. So that'll make the count 2-1. Juan Soto played for the Washington Nationals, won a World Series his rookie season. And the pitch, it's just on the outside corner for a called strike. And he got traded last season at the trade deadline to the Padres. 2-2. Sanchez kicks, steals, and it's fouled off. So Kim flew out to left field. Tatis Jr. grounded out over to third. Soto was up. There's nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Manny Machado waits in the on-deck circle. The pitch by Sanchez, swing and a miss. And Soto strikes out. 1-2-3 go the San Diego Padres. And we head to the bottom of the first at the bank here in Philadelphia, as the Phillies will be right back in just a few moments. Cool. All right, bottom of the first we go, guys. Kyle Schwarber will be leading things off. He's out in left field. Trey Turner, the shortstop. He's batting second. Nick Castellanos hitting third. He's out in right field. Bryce Harper, the DH. He's batting in the cleanup spot. over behind the plate is JT. Bryson Stott is over at second base. He's batting 6th. Alec Bohm, the right-handed third baseman, batting 7th. Derek Hall over at first base. He's batting 8th. And hitting 9th is Brandon Marsh, who's out in center field. So that'll be very nice. Maybe I'm a little bit late. No, I'm not late. I just wanted to make sure. Home run Trey Turner. That's what E4 Ozama said. So that's why it scared me a little bit. Yes. All right. Hi, guys. In case you guys are just tuning in, my name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope you all are having yourselves a fantastic Friday night. I know it's been a little bit of time since we last called a Phillies game. It was on Sunday, but it feels like it was eons ago. And, yeah, happy to be back here with you guys. And I hope you're all doing well. So, yes. It is 6:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's make sure that we have this correct. There we go. Good. All right. So once again, it's Schwarber, Turner, Castellanos, Harper, Realmuto, Stott, Bohm, Hall, and Marsh. That is your lineup for the Phillies as they're taking on Yu Darvish, who's now 36 years old from Osaka, Japan. He has a 5-6 record this season, a 4.87 ERA, 89 strikeouts in 85 innings. Always been a big strikeout pitcher. Schwarber takes it all the way inside and in the dirt for a ball. Kyle hitting 184 with 22 home runs, 49 RBI. Ariel, what's up, man? Thanks for coming on here. 1 ball, no strikes. Darvish kicks, steals, and it's fouled off. He's also allowed 28 walks, Yu Darvish, that is, in his 85 innings of work. Darvish spent 5 years with the Texas Rangers. Then he got traded to the Dodgers for half a season, and then signed with the Chicago Cubs. Played 3 seasons with them, and this is now his 3rd season with the Padres. 1-1. And the pitch. There's a little fly ball hit out to center field, and it will be caught by Ha-Seong Kim. It was a blooper that was hit out to center field. Wasn't sure if it was going to just dive in for a base hit, but Ha-Seong Kim literally turned his back and made the catch, the basket catch that was, for the first out of the first. Pretty nice play. And Trey Turner's due up. There's 1 out in the bottom of the first. Nobody on for the Phillies. And Turner will take it upstairs for a ball. Solid lineup tonight for the Fightins. Yes, absolutely, Ariel. Turner, lifetime against Darvish. He's 6 for 17 with a home run. 1-0 is the count. Darvish kicks, fires, and it's off the plate outside. Darvish needs 23 more strikeouts in order to hit the 1900 mark. 2-0 pitch in the dirt. Lifetime-wise, he has a 3.58 ERA. Just got its 100th win not too long ago. 3-0 is the count to Turner, who's hitting .247 on the season. And the next pitch, it's on the outside corner of the plate for a called strike. There's 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Padres went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. And there's 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the first. The pitch to Turner is fouled back behind the plate, and it'll find the seats. Behind the plate for the Padres is Gary Sanchez. On the bump is Yu Darvish. The first baseman is Jake Cronenworth. And over at second base, who just made that nice catch, was Ha-Seong Kim. Payoff pitch to Turner. Grounder, hit over to third base, but it's fouled off, and it goes towards the tarp. The third baseman is Manny Machado. Over at shortstop is Xander Bogaerts. And the left fielder for the Padres is Juan Soto. In center field, got Trent Grisham. And the right fielder is Fernando Tatis Jr. Payoff pitch coming right up to Turner. Here it is, and it swung on and missed. A knuckle curve that was just at the knees for a called strike, and would have been a called strike, and Turner goes down swinging. There's 2 away. It's a pretty good pitch. It was actually just a little bit above the knees, if we're being a little bit more descriptive, but that's all right. Phillies in their pinstripes, the regular white pinstripes, that is, or in their red batting helmets and their red baseball hats when they take the field. Here's Castellanos, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Padres, on the other hand, well, they're wearing their regular away uniforms with the yellow letters and the dark brown outside cover. And some tan pants as well. The 0-1 off the plate. Castellanos, one of 2 Phillies representatives at the All-Star game. It was him and Craig Kimbrell. Kimbrell came in to get the save in the 9th. 1-1. Darvish kick steals, and there's a grounder back up the middle, backhanded by Ha-Seong Kim. The throw is way too high, and it goes over the head of the first baseman. And Nick Castellanos will get on. It was a nice play by Ha-Seong Kim. He just had to backhand it on the run, and he tried to make the throw while he was in motion, but the throw just looked like it was way too high. And Castellanos will advance over to second base because the ball did go into the Philly stands. So, throw was just way too high. It must have slipped out of Ha-Seong Kim's hands. But he threw it right on the run, and Jake Cronenworth knew that that was not even going to go towards him. So a runner at second base, and Bryce Harper, who's wearing his green cleats, he's up, and first pitch is fouled off. Hopefully the break really helped him. It's a 0-1 count. Harper has a .300 average versus the San Diego Padres with 12 home runs and 39 RBI. Castellanos, he's over at second base. And it's a 0-1 count, and Darvish called for time. Two outs. A runner over at second base. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. So they ruled the hit by Yu Darvish as a single and an E4. No balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. Castellanos in scoring position. Darvish looks back at second. Now back to home plate. Kick, steals, and it's laid off. That time Darvish went with a knuckle curve, thinking that he could just play around with the pitch and try to get Harper to bite at it, but Harper said, no thank you. And he wasn't going to offer. A sold-out crowd at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies and Padres scoreless. Castellanos in scoring position. 2 outs. And the 1-2 pitch to Harper is inside and low again. Darvish decided to go with a slider that time, and it missed. In the on-deck circle is JT Realmuto. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Darvish looks back at second, bat to home plate again. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Oh, what a curveball that was. It was inside, and the release looked like it was going to be high, and Harper got fooled, and it ended up going into the dirt, and that is going to do it in the bottom of the first. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left, and we head to the top of the second inning as the Phillies and Padres are scoreless. Okay. First base and an E4. And Harper struck out swinging. So that's the second strikeout of the day for Darvish. Cool. Hi, guys. I hope you're all doing well. In case you guys are brand new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. All right? Please make sure that you guys do that. And, yeah, hope all is well. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a great day. And hopefully everything is going really well. How many people do we have on here? My setup's a little bit different tonight, so I do apologize. We're a little bit out of sorts. Let's resize this. We got 33 people on here. Wow, that's awesome. That is really sick, man. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Guys, in the comments down below, Eddie wanted to know what my new podcast is all about. Yeah, so in case you guys did miss it, last night I gave a couple of extra announcements, and we'll be starting the deal out memberships. That's going to be towards the beginning of August, right? Please make sure that you guys go check out that video whenever you get a chance. I can't really get into all the specific details of everything, but I will say that I am going to be doing a new podcast starting next week. I'm not going to tell you who the guest is until we reveal the episode. The guest is going to be a surprise every week. So, yes. So that'll be really cool. It's going to be pre-recorded most of the time, and we'll be collaborating with other people. And we will be having some sports broadcasters on here too. I'm really excited for who you guys are going to see on here. I think that you're going to really enjoy the overall experience. Sanchez goes out there for his second inning of work. It's a 0-1 count. The next pitch is inside to Manny Machado. So it's Machado, Bogarts, and Cronenworth. 4, 5, and 6 for the San Diego Padres. The 0-2. Grounder hit over towards the first base side, fielded by Stott, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time. And Machado is retired. So that'll be really cool. And, yeah, I was going to say something else, but I lost my train of thought, so I do apologize about that. Xander Bogaerts will step into the batter's box, and he takes it up high. He's hitting .253 on the season. It was the big acquisition that they made during the offseason. The 1-0 inside, as Sanchez went with a slider. So Sanchez had a 1-2-3 first inning. He's retired all 4 batters in a row as there's 1 out in the second, the 2-0. It's right down Broad Street for a called strike. That'll make the count 2-1. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the second inning. Sanchez kicks, fires, and there's a line drive into left field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Schwarber gets over there, as it would have split the gap, but Schwarber was able to do that. Throws it towards the cutoff man and just holds Bogaerts to a 1-out single. So there's the first hit of the ball game for San Diego. Jake Cronenworth is going to come up. A runner over at first. 1 out in the top of the second inning. Phillies and Padres are scoreless so far. There's Cronenworth, who has a .217 batting average. 8 home runs, though, and 35 runs batted in. Runner takes the lead off at first. And pitch number 1 is just over the middle of the plate. Cronenworth also on a 10-game hitting streak. So he's been starting to see the ball pretty well. The Padres lineup overall, you see the talent that they have from top to bottom. It's really sharp. They've just been inconsistent at times. The pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Count is 0-2. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The next pitch, line drive into left field. Schwarber on the run. He won't be able to get there, but thank goodness it is a foul ball. It was hooking down the left field line. and it just stayed out of play. Bogaerts was already at third base by the time Schwarber had it, so he has to go all the way across, about 180 feet or so, over the first. If you just subscribe to my channel, I appreciate that so much. That means a lot. All right, no balls, 2 strikes. As far as the umpire crew is for tonight, we have Dan Bellino behind the plate. Over at first base is Phil Cuzzy. The second base ump is Shane Livesparker. Or Livenspacker, I should say. The 0-2. It's off the plate. And the third base ump is Brock Ballou. Sanchez with 28 pitches so far, and we're only in the top of the second. The kick and the delivery is fouled back. It was a bouncer that was hit over the head behind JT. All right, guys, comment down below. Favorite Phillies, or if you're a San Diego fan, favorite game that you've ever watched from a Phillies or Padres perspective. I'd like to know down below. 1 and 2, the pitch. Grounder, hit over to shortstop. There should be 2. The flip over the second, there's 1. The throw over to first, just in time to get Cronenworth. And there is a 6-4-3 double play to end the second inning as we head to the bottom of the second. Phillies and Padres are scoreless at the bank, and the Phillies will be right back. I'm going to take a very quick step off, but I will see you guys in just a few moments, all right? I will see you guys very soon. All right, you guys hear me? Am I back? Cool. All right, so in case you guys are just tuning in, or if you've been tuning in for a while, you're probably wondering why is my subscriber color blue or orange instead of green? Because something's wrong with the bug that I've been using for OBS, and eventually we are going to be switching things over to a StreamYard, and that'll be really nice. So, but we just haven't been able to do it today. Hopefully we can try to do it either tomorrow or Sunday. No promises, though, guaranteed. I have a lot of stuff going on, so, you know, you just have to bear with me, for sure. All right, we got a day-night doubleheader tomorrow, all right? We're definitely going to be coming on for one of the games. That is guaranteed. I don't know about both, but we'll be coming on at least for the first game. I will tell you that right now. All right, Darvish is out there on the mound as Jake Cronenworth just ended the second inning with a 6-4-3 double play. So Phillies will have Realmuto, Stott, and Bohm up, and Realmuto will take a slider all the way. Larry says we fear change. JT hitting .249 with 10 home runs, 34 runs batted in. He was not represented at the All-Star game. The 0-1, swing and a miss. So that'll make the count 0-2. JT with 71 hits on the season and 285 at-bats. The 71 hits is also tied with Brandon Marsh. The pitch. It's outside and low. What is this? What the heck is this? There we go. That's what I was wondering what that was. 1 ball, 2 strikes to JT Realmuto. Darvish kicks, fires, and it's swung on and missed A high cheeser. That was way above the strike zone. And Yu Darvish, how about this? 3 strikeouts so far in just 2 1/3 of an inning. So 3 out of the 4 outs he's recorded have been strikeouts. And that's also his 2nd strikeout in a row, technically speaking. Here comes Bryson Stott, batting over 300. Once again, he has a 301 average, to be exact. He's facing off against Darvish, and he takes a 4-seamer off the plate for a ball. Stott with 100 hits on the season. He's 4 hits behind Nick Castellanos. He has 7 home runs and 33 runs batted in. Darvish kicks, steals. There's a knuckle curve right at the knees for a called strike. Phillies fans are here at the Citizens Bank Park, the 1-1. According to the StatCast, that was at the knees, but according to the home plate umpire, it's otherwise. And the count is 2-1. Darvish kicks, steals, check swing. Did Stott go? Third base ump says no. And that'll make the count 3-1. You know, there were a lot of talks during the All-Star game that Juan Soto is out in left field. Is going to be neighbors now with David Ortiz. The pitch. It's at the knees for a called strike. I got to be honest with you, though, and this is probably just me, and if I was, if I was working for a major network or something like that, I probably would, I probably wouldn't say this, but I'm not a big fan of miking up players during the game. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and Stott strikes out on a knuckle curve, and that is now the 4th strikeout of the ball game for Yu Darvish. 2 away in the bottom of the 2nd. Please let me know your comments, though, about that down below. Are you a fan of miking players up during the games? I'm not really a big fan of it. I mean, for the All-Star game, maybe that's the only time I would do it, but just in general, like, not a big fan of it. Boom, due up, and it will take a sinker on the inside corner at the knees for a called strike. Bohm batting .280 with 9 home runs, 57 runs batted in, and a .426 slugging percentage. The ball is 1 strike. Darvish kicks, steals, and throws a sweeper that Bohm just lays off. He tried to check his swing. There was no appeal, so that'll tie up the count at 1-1. Darvish kicks, fires, and throws another sweeper that is in the dirt. Bohm looking for his 10th home run of the season. He's 26 years old from Omaha, Nebraska. Stands at 6 foot, 5 inches tall, and 218 pounds. Darvish fires to home plate, and it was just a hair down low. Good try by Gary Sanchez to try to frame it and sell the call, but did not happen. Derek Hall will wait on deck. Got called up for Cody Clements about a couple weeks ago for the Phils. Darvish fires the 3-1, and that's fouled right into the chest area, chest guard, if you will, of Gary Sanchez. So the count is full at 3-2. Nobody on, 2 outs. Hall waits in the on-deck circle. Bohm at the plate. Darvish on the bump. Payoff pitch by Yu Darvish. Fouled back again. Yeah, Larry agrees. Mic'd up in the game is distracting and adds nothing. Gimmick. Yeah. I think sometimes, too, it can be a little bit corny at times. You know? But that's just my opinion. That's how I feel. But I want to know how you guys feel. Payoff pitch to Bohm. And he takes it up high. They tried to appeal a swing over at first, and the first base umpire says no. And a good job by Alec Bohm to draw a walk. That gives the Phillies their second base runner of the day. It's the second time that they've gotten a base runner on with 2 outs. And Derek Hall will come on up to the plate. His first home run of the season a couple of weeks ago when the Phillies were in Tampa Bay. Phillies are 48-41 on the season, and Darvish throws a four-seamer that is just fouled back. So Hall is already behind in the count, 0-1 here. Looks like he was a little bit late on the swing. An interesting lineup that Rob Thompson decided to go with here. The ball is 1 strike. Bohm at first. He got on with a walk. The pitch. Grounder. It's fouled off, though, towards the first base side. Jose says, I can't wait till the trade deadline, JJ. Some names are being linked to the Phillies. Who do you think that the Phillies will get? Let me make sure I read that correctly. Actually, we'll do it after this because I don't have the thing up, and I probably should have done that. The ball's 2 strikes. Darvish kicks, steals the pitch. It's off the plate. And that'll make the count 1-2. All right, so let's make sure that I saw that correctly. Okay, we got 30 people on here watching, man. That's awesome. Who do you think the Phillies are going to trade for? 1-2. Foul back again. Who do I think the Phillies are going to trade for? I don't know who they're going to trade for, but they probably should. And if you would have asked me this 2 weeks ago, I probably would have gave you a different answer. But getting a left fielder wouldn't be a bad idea first. 1-2. Off the plate. A splitter at 89. Especially because Christian Pache, unfortunately, just went on the injured list. That was some big news that was offered today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. The 2-2. Off the plate again. It was outside. And what was an 0-2 count is now a full count to Derek Hall. Marsh waits in the on-deck circle. Bohm at first. Got on with a 2-out walk. Hall up at the plate. Darvish kicks, steals, the runner goes, the pitch, and it's taken for a called strike 3. A knuckle curve that was on the outside corner. Hall goes down staring at a knuckle curve, and that'll do it. As we head to the top of the 3rd inning, Phillies and Padres are scoreless. 5 strikeouts for Yu Darvish. Who will win is the question, Antonio wants to know. I don't know. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Could Juan Soto be somebody that the Phillies would like to acquire? Jose, the Padres aren't going to blow up their team, man. They're just not. I mean, like they literally just got Juan Soto last year, and they're not going to give him up. They got a lot from their future that they traded away for him, so he's not going to be dealt. All right, guys, it's time as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. It's fine to wish the following people a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Rosie Grier. Wow. Rosie Grier, happy birthday to you. Robin Ventura, happy birthday to you. Eric Dampier, happy birthday to him as well. Tim Hudson. Wow, Tim Hudson, 48 years old. Happy birthday to Tim Hudson, man. And Darrell Rivas, happy birthday to Darrell. Cool. So some awesome birthdays today. Today is July 14th. So that is really cool. Yes, guys, if you're brand new to my channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and be sure that you hit that notification bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. All right? So everything seems to be all right. But yes, please make sure that you guys do that for sure. Let's take a sip of water. Did I miss something? I hope I didn't miss anything. All right, good. Top of the third inning, as we are scoreless at the bank. The Padres will send out Gary Sanchez, Brandon Dixon, and Trent Grisham to the plate. Sanchez, the former Yankee, comes up and swings and misses at the first pitch. It's a changeup that was in the dirt. Gary batting .197 with 7 home runs and 21 RBI. Padres in their dark brown uniforms with the yellow letters and the yellow numbers. The 0-2 dribbler that's fouled off towards the third base side. What's up, Jacqueline? Thanks for coming on here, Jacqueline. I hope you had yourself a great break. And, yeah. The 0-2 delivery. Fly ball hit out to left field, and that ball is gone. I believe that they're going to rule that as a fair ball. It is, and Gary Sanchez will give the Padres a 1-0 lead as it just stayed over towards the right side of the pole, and that's now his 10th home run of the season. And the Padres are on the board. They lead it 1-0 in Philadelphia. It's now 3 consecutive games in a row where Christopher Sanchez has surrendered a home run. Just stayed fair. Here comes Brandon Dixon, who will take the first pitch. Thought about swinging after it, but it's inside. Sanchez, not wasting any time, fires the next one, and that's at the knees for a called strike. What's up, Shady? Thanks for coming on here. I hope you're doing well. Brandon Dixon with only 2 home runs this season, 8 RBI. He has a .211 average, and it will take the 1-1 outside. Home run for Gary Sanchez. Sanchez against Sanchez. That's what happened. The 2-1 pitch. Time it was just a little bit low. Went with a changeup that time, and it just missed. 3-1. Fly ball hit out to shallow right field. It's going to be a tough play for Castellanos. He goes over towards the line, and he makes the catch. Nice play by Castellanos, who doesn't have a whole lot of wheels, but was just able to catch it towards the right field line, right on the little track area there. And there's the first out of the inning. And he had to run all the way from where the HERS electronic sign was, a little bit past that area. Oh, boy. One away in the top of the third. And Trent Grisham will come up, and the first pitch is just a little bit off the plate. The 1-0. It's in there for a called strike. So Christopher Sanchez with 41 pitches so far on the evening. 1 out in the top of the third. The next pitch, way up high for ball 2. Heard about the story. Read a little bit about it, but Juan Soto ended up taking the wrong plane to get to Philadelphia and ended up riding with the Phillies. So the 2-1 is outside. Thought that was really funny. Can you imagine? 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 4. And Grisham will walk over to first base. I mean, it's just funny because, like, one of your star players, you know, if you're like Bryce Harper or something and you just see Juan Soto on your plane, you're like, is this a prank or something? Like, why are you on here? And Soto's like, I missed it. Yeah, I couldn't ride with my team, so I had to come with you guys. Imagine like the conversations that they had on the plane. I just think that that's so funny. All right, here comes Ha-Seong Kim. It's an 0-1 count. Sanchez fires, and Kim takes that one outside. It's just such a funny concept to me. Oh, well, we can't talk about our game plan against the Padres because somebody's on this plane. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanchez throws it inside. It was a changeup. It just missed. Phillies trail 1-0, thanks to a solo home run hit by Gary Sanchez here in the top of the 3rd inning. 2-1 offering. It's at the middle of the plate for a called strike. Good pitch thrown by Christopher Sanchez. Went with a curveball that time. Fernando Tatis Jr. is in the on-deck circle. 48 pitches by Sanchez. Throw back to first. And Hall just got over there. It was a little bit high, but Hall leaped up and caught it, and Grisham would have easily went over to second base. The 2-2 delivery. Ooh, looked like it was in there for a called strike 3, but home plate umpire says it was regardless, or says otherwise. Oh, boy. Come on, Jay. Get your head in there, dude. Full count to Ha-Seong Kim. Sanchez kicks, fires, runner goes, and it is a called strike 3. The throw over to second is not in time. JT was waiting for the call and didn't even focus on the play because it was such a late call by the home plate umpire, and the runner went over to second base, and Trent Grisham got in there safely. 2 outs. Kim tried to duck, and he actually went right in front of JT. I don't know if that's technically legal or not. I mean, I guess it is, but if there's a play going on over at second base and the catcher wants to throw it, you should think about that. Here's Tatis, who sends this one out to deep left field, and it goes into the upper deck for a 2-run home run. As soon as that ball was hit, it was launched into outer space. And the Padres take a 3-0 lead here at the bank. 432 feet. It probably went a little bit further than that, because that thing was a missile launched out to left field into the second deck. Just a slow pitch. It was a hanger. And Tatis Jr. had a lot of patience at the plate and just ripped that thing out to deep left field into the second row of the second deck. Here comes Soto, and he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. 2 outs, nobody on. Yep, we talked about that. I don't remember if I said Josh Harrison went on the injured list, but I did say Christian Pache is on the injured list. 1 ball, 1 strike to Soto. The pitch. It's at the knees. A changeup at 81. So the Padres have scored 3 runs in this inning. Sanchez hit a solo home run, and Fernando Tatis Jr. just hit a 2-run bomb out to left field. 3-0 San Diego. 2 outs, nobody on. The 1-2 check swingy went around, and they didn't even have to appeal it, and Soto is retired. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Padres take a 3-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. I'm going to take a very quick step off, but I will be right back in just a few moments. Okay, here we go. Nice. Bottom of the third inning as we are headed into Citizens Bank Park. Phillies trail 3-0. Thanks to a 2-run home run by Fernando Tatis Jr. and a solo homer by Gary Sanchez. And Brandon Marsh will be coming up to the plate. That will be 9-1-2. Coming up for the Fightins, who trail 3-zip. Darvish out there for his third frame of work. And he throws a sweeper. It's just in there for a called strike. So Marsh is the only batter that hasn't hit for the Phillies today. He's in 275. The pitch way upstairs. Marsh is a 275 average with 7 home runs, 34 runs batted in. Started off the season red hot. The 1-1 in there again for a called strike on a slider. Darvish has already gone 2 innings. He has 5 strikeouts. 1-2. The next pitch, grounder, fouled off. Phillies better tighten up, says E4 Nassau Ozuna. For Nassau Osama. There we go. Okay. Cannot wait for StreamYard for these things to appear bigger, for sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Darvish will fire the 1-2, and it's swung on and missed. 6 strikeouts for Yu Darvish. Man, he is on a whole new level. Back-to-back strikeouts. But there's 1 gone in the bottom of the third inning. The pitch was an elevated fastball that Marsh just thought was going to be right towards the eye level, and he chased after it. Here comes Schwarber, and he lays off the first pitch. Darvish went 5 innings, against the New York Mets. Allowed 3 earned runs and had 4 strikeouts. That was his last time out there. The pitch inside. Then in the outing before that, faced the San Francisco Giants and went 6 strong innings, only allowed 4 earned runs, and had 6 strikeouts. 2-0, foul ball. I mean, considering all the injuries that he's had, just throughout his whole entire career, and that he's been such a really good pitcher when he's on his game, it's just impressive to see what he does on a night-to-night basis when his stuff is on. The pitch, way inside. When the Padres faced the Mets last year, Darvish was able to help carry his team. 3-1, swing and a miss by Kyle Schwarber. One out in the bottom of the third. Phillies trail 3-0. Nobody on. Schwarber up with a full count. The pitch. And it's just a little bit down low as Schwarber gets on with a walk. A runner over at first with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Larry says, will Schwarber reach 190 average this year? Oh, will he reach a 190 average? I don't know. I have no idea. I'd say yes, but what do you guys think? Turner due up, Darvish fires, and Turner hits this one out to center field. Backing up is Grisham. He's going back to the track, and he makes the catch right in front of the out-of-town scoreboard, and Schwarber has to go back over to first base. Man, the wind has been picking up even just regular fly balls, and it took a little bit of a spin out there, and Grisham just leaped up and made the catch. Larry says no. I don't know. I'd say yes. I'd say yes, he does. Castellanos steps into the batter's box, singled his last time up, and rips this one over to third base, and it's caught by Machado. He hit it very sharply, and the throw back over to first was in time for a 5-3 double play as we head to the bottom, or the top of the fourth inning, I should say, out in Philadelphia. They didn't even show the throw back over to first base. It was just so quick. But 5-3 double play ends the inning. The ball was hit pretty sharply, but we head to the top of the fourth. Okay, good. All right, guys, in case you're all new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves an awesome Friday night. Yes, I hope all is well. For those of you that are just tuning in, if you guys didn't hear this before, I just wanted to give you a heads up because I got to be straightforward with you guys. And I don't want you guys to question, like, oh, like, why is JJ taking more breaks? I'm just... I just got to do what I got to do. So, everything's fine. Everything's totally okay. I'm just like for the next at least couple of casts or so, that I do. I have to take more breaks, and I just have to, my family comes first. Okay, that's what matters. That's what absolutely matters. So, but everything's fine. Everything's totally okay. But we will be taking probably some more breaks and. May miss maybe a couple of pitches and a couple of innings. So, but we're still coming on here to get the reps, and we're still trying to enjoy ourselves and that type of thing, because that's what really matters, But family comes first. So, that's how we do things here. You guys are a part of the family too, but my first family comes first. This is a different type of a family. My nose is itchy. Okay. Top of the fourth inning. Padres lead it 3-0. Thanks, Aunt Janice. Thanks for being on here. Machado due up. And he takes a sinker at 93 miles per hour on the inside corner. And he hit 260. And he hits this one out to deep center field. Marsh has to go back to the warning track, and he does have room, and he'll make the catch. Thankfully, the wind didn't take that thing out a little bit further, because with the way that it was struck out to center field, thought maybe it was going to go. And there's the first out. Machado also made the 5-3 double play. He recorded it to end the bottom of the third inning. Bogarts will come on up, and he takes the first pitch at the knees for a called strike. Sanchez kicks, steals. It's in the dirt. So Xander Bogaerts spent a lot of time with the Boston Red Sox and was the big free agent that was picked up by the Padres this offseason as he looks at a fastball that is way upstairs. Bogaerts is now 30 years old. Played for the Red Sox since 2013. He's a 4-time All-Star and a 2-time World Champion. The pitch. Grounder. Hit over to third base. Played on the bounce by Bohm. And he throws over to first. And Bogaerts is out. There's Nick Castellanos getting cheered on by the fans out in right field. There's a guy in a Scooby-Doo outfit that was rooting for him. right above the right field wall. It's pretty cool. Congratulating Castellanos on making it to the All-Star game. Cronenworth will lay the first pitch off. Jake has a .217 average with 8 home runs and 33 RBI. The pitch. It's in there for a called strike. 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. Padres have a 3-0 advantage. The pitch. Right on the outside corner for a called strike. Cronenworth has had 313 at-bats this season, which is the second most on the team. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. A changeup at 82, and Christopher Sanchez retires the side in order. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, Phillies have a 3-0 deficit at Citizens Bank Park, but they'll be back in just a few moments. All right, so Bogarts grounded out to third, and Cronenworth struck out. Cool. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. My algorithm people, make sure you guys do your thing, okay? Do your magic, and let's get to the 675 mark, all right? That'd be very, very cool. That'd be awesome. Let's plug her in. Let's plug the iPad in. Make sure that we do that. And we do. Good. All right. Guys, I forgot to read off our fun fact of the day. I like doing these, honestly, because, my sister, I don't really get to talk a whole lot about her, but she gave me this, little calendar, and I like to, I'm like I said before, I'm a big family person, even though I've been doing a lot on here, and I just thought that this would be, really cool to just try to implement this, every day. So that's why we do, that's why we like reading off these facts and these birthday stuff, because I like using everybody in my family, and picking up some things, So, on this day, July 14th, of 2019, Novak Djokovic, he toppled Roger Federer in the men's singles final at Wimbledon. Federer has the serve and 2 championship points at 8 and 7. That was the lead. 40 and 15 in the final set. But Djokovic fought his way out of a tight spot, and in previous years, the 5th set would have continued indefinitely until one player led by 2 games. But due to some marathon matches in the past, Wimbledon officials decreed a 5th set would go to a tiebreaker after a 12-12 deadlock. Djokovic wins the tiebreaker at 7-3, and the grueling match would last 4 hours and 57 minutes. Almost the span of 2 basketball games. It's pretty cool. All right, 1 ball, no strikes to Bryce Harper. Darvish will head out to the hill, on the hill for his 4th inning of work, and the 1-0 is inside and in the dirt. Here we go. Cool. I think I missed. No wonder why I don't do basketball. No, I'm kidding. I love basketball. All right, 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch to Harper is off the plate for ball 3. I'm looking outside and I'm seeing my dog play with one of our neighbor's dogs. That's so nice. That is really nice. They're both golden doodles, and Reese likes him. 3 balls, no strikes. The next pitch, oh my goodness, it was inside, but it's called a strike anyways. Are you kidding me? And that makes the count 3-1. Darvish with 59 pitches. Kicks, fires, and that time it's a slider that's at the knees for a called strike, and that'll make the count full. Tatis Jr., his home run that he hit back in the 3rd inning was his 17th of the season. He's starting to get red hot once again. 1 second left on the pitch clock. The payoff pitch. Line drive back up the middle for a base hit. And it goes out in the center field. Grisham gets over there. Harper has to put the brakes on and go back over to first as the throw is cut off by Bogaerts. And Marsh gives Harper the thumbs up button from the home plate dugout. From the Phillies dugout. So that's the first leadoff base hit that the Phillies have had today. And now JT will step up to the plate. Darvish will deal. There's a grounder hit over to third base pretty sharply. Throw over to second. There's one throw over to first just in time. A 5-4-3 double play. It's the second double play that the Phillies have grounded into, or have hit into, I should say, today. Those types of things are just rally killers. Machado over to Kim, over to first. And Realmuto was out by about half a step. 2 gone in the bottom of the fourth. Bryson Stott will come on up next. Stott takes a first pitch for a called strike. He struck out in the second inning. Darvish already has 6 strikeouts on the day. The ball's 1 strike. Darvish kicks, steals. Line drive into left field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Played on the hop, though, by Soto as he went all the way out towards the corner. And Soto throws it on in towards Bogaerts, and Bryson Stott gets on with a 2-out double as he stands in over at second base safely. It just makes you kind of wonder what would have happened if JT wouldn't have grounded into that double play. And I'm not really the type of person that really likes to harp on those types of things, but, you know, you have to be curious because that's always going to go through your mind, you know, with the what-ifs and that type of thing. Phillies have to try to take advantage of a runner in scoring position. 2 outs, and Stott over at second, Bohm due up. And he takes it all the way inside. Guys, comment down below, all right? Favorite game that you've got to watch at Citizens Bank Park, whether you were there in person or whether you watched it on TV. The 1-0. It's outside and low 2. And then if you're a Padres fan, all right, I want to know what your guys' favorite game was that you got to see at Petco Park or something that you got to watch on TV. 2-0. Fly ball hit out to right center field. It's going to split the gap and go all the way towards the wall. Tatis Jr. plays it on a bounce. Stott's going to jog on in the score, and it's an RBI double by Alec Bohm. Phillies are on the board. They trail by 2. The throw over to second base was not in time. It's the first run allowed by Yu Darvish as the Phillies cut the deficit to 2 in the bottom of the fourth. Good job by Bohm just to stay with it, go the opposite way with it. And Stott was able to come on in safely. Back-to-back doubles for the Phillies. Derek Hall comes up. He's representing the tying run. Pitch number 1 is fouled back towards the net behind the plate. Tatis Jr.'s been moved around in the field for the Padres, but when you have a bat like his, you have to keep it in the lineup for sure. Darvish kicks, fires, and the second pitch is fouled back again. Rob Thompson wanted to go with a righty on lefty, or a lefty on righty, I should say. Darvish, who is a righty, is on the mound. No balls, 2 strikes to Derek Hall. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth inning. Phillies have a 3-1 deficit against the Padres. The 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss. It was on a slider that was in the dirt and inside. And that'll do it here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Phillies do get on the board, though, thanks to an RBI double by Alec Bohm himself. They trail 3-1 as we head to the top of the fifth. Larry says last year's NLCS Game 5, Harper's swing of his life, watched on TV, not in person. Okay, that was a good game. That's I would say that was a great game. That definitely was a great game. Like, don't get me wrong. But my favorite game that I went to, my favorite game that I did see was Jimmy Rollins' walk-off triple. That was really cool. Off of Jonathan Broxton. That game was so intense. And that was my favorite game. And it still is my favorite game that I watched. But Bryce Harper's game, that's up there. My favorite game, too, the other game that really got me fired up was the St. Louis Cardinals collapse. The St. Louis Cardinals collapse was up there. Getting to watch that on TV in the ninth inning. I mean, the game itself wasn't the best, but when Segura got that hit, I was fired up. That's when I said that this team can really be a tough out. So, that was fun. All right, let me make sure that I have... There we go, good. All right, cool. In case you guys are brand new to my channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button too, so that way you know when I upload. All right, we're just one subscriber away from getting to 675, guys. We got to do it. Got to make sure that we do it. So, time is at 7:21. Larry says 1980 World Series Game 1, fifth row behind home plate. That was good too. Sounds like a good one. Sanchez is up at the plate. Took the first pitch in there for a called strike. The second pitch is in the dirt for a ball. All right, let's figure out what the heck is going on here. All right, cool. We got 28 people on. Nice. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Eddie wants to know, can you interview broadcasters from CBS and ESPN? Eddie, I can't tell you who's going to be on the list. That's a surprise, my guy. It's part of the surprise. 1-2. Dribbler hit over to first base, and it was bobbled by Hall. It was bobbled by Hall, and it went over towards his right side. It was an easy ground ball that was hit over towards the first base bag. All he had to do was step on it. I think he took his eye off the ball and was focusing more on just tagging the base. But that's an easy ground ball, and he lost it. So that'll certainly go down as an E3. And Gary Sanchez gets aboard, and he was just jogging over to first base, and then as soon as Hall bobbled it, he was running for his life. First pitch by Sanchez is thrown way up high. So Gary gets on with an E3. As we start off the top of the fifth inning, Brandon Dixon is due up at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Sanchez kick steals, and there's a grounder hit back up the middle. Throw over the second. There's 1 throw over to first, not in time. It was actually hit over towards Christopher Sanchez. Couldn't see it, though, in real time. Sanchez had to throw it over to second base to get the lead runner out. Stott was there to make the catch, and Stott threw it over to first, but just not in time to get Brandon Dixon as Dixon got in there safely. Larry says, every game in 1983 was the most fun season ever. Yeah, that's a good answer. That is a good answer. Trent Grisham is up. The first pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. The 2004 World Series, that was, yeah, it's a good one. Are you talking about just from a baseball perspective? Yeah, that was cool too. The ball's 1 strike. The pitch dribbled foul over towards the first base side. So Christopher Sanchez has 73 pitches already. He's allowed 3 earned runs, a solo homer to Gary Sanchez, and a 2-run home run to Fernando Tatis Jr. Pitch. In there for a called third strike. Looked like it was just a hair off the plate. But there's 2 gone in the top of the 5th inning. And our runner's still over at first. Wow. So Dixon gets caught looking. And pitching coach is going to go out there, Caleb Cotham, to talk things over along with the translator with Christopher Sanchez. So there's a conversation on the mound. So Sanchez, he's 26 years old from La Ramona, Dominican Republic. Jeff Hoffman is getting loosened up in the Phillies bullpen. Sanchez was actually traded to the Phillies in exchange for Curtis Mead on November 20th of 2019. So Curtis Mead got to see him play for the Tampa Bay Rays Bowling Green Hot Rods team. High A affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays, and was doing pretty good. So Sanchez got the call up on April 19th of 2021 to make his Major League debut for the first time. He's been coming up and down. Ha-Seong Kim will step into the batter's box, and he'll take a ball that's way outside. Most exciting, tense game I ever saw, 1980 NLCS Game 5 versus Houston. That's what Larry says. The 1-0, swing and a foul ball. Most intense game I've ever saw. I don't know. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Way inside for ball 2. I don't know about that one. Most intense game I've ever saw from a Phillies perspective. That's a good one. 2-1. Way outside for ball 3. You stumped me on that one there. The Padres, actually, okay, the most intense one that I saw was when the Padres had that, 3-run lead or 4-run lead heading into the first, and Rhys Hoskins just hit that home run. Speaking of home runs, there's a fly ball hit out to center field. Marsh backs up, and he'll make the catch right on the warning track as Ha-Seong Kim flies out to center to end the inning. No runs, 1 man left, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies are down 3-1 against San Diego. All right, I will be right back in just a few moments. I'll see you guys really soon. Hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. All right, see you guys soon. Okay, cool. Yes. Nice. All right, we got 25 people on here. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. We're just getting back into the swing of things. Have a lot of new things, lots of stuff, and that type of thing. So, thank you so much for bearing with me and for being on here. It means a lot. Okay, good. Bottom of the 5th inning. Phillies are trailing 3-1 against the San Diego Padres. It's their first game since the All-Star break. No balls, 1 strike. Darvish throws it inside and in the dirt. And Marsh, who's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout in the 3rd. He's hitting .274. He's hoping to try to get another base runner on for the Phillies. He's hoping to try to get on base. The pitch. Fly ball, fouled, though, and it'll find the seats. Pretty decent crowd here at Citizens Bank Park. Not too many empty seats, gotta tell you. And there's been a big factor, though, in this game. The pitch. Inside and low. And I was looking up to see how many Brandon Marshes there are, and there's a nature reserve that's located in England called Brandon Marsh Nature Reserve. 2-2. Foul back. It's in Warwickshire, England. It's situated right next to the River Avon, which is near the village of Brandon. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss. And Marsh strikes out. Well, I guess you learn something new every day. There's one away. So back-to-back strikeouts. It's the second time that Marsh has struck out today as he's 0 for 2. Schwarber due up, and he takes a sweeper in there for a called strike. If you just subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing to Play by Play with JJ. We cover almost every single Phillies game. We do 76ers basketball, Flyers hockey, and a lot of stuff. The 0-1 line drive into right field for a base hit. It gets underneath the glove of Cronenworth, and it goes all the way to the corner. Tatis Jr. gets over there. Schwarber hustles on into second base. The throw was cut off, and there's a 1-out double. It's the 3rd double of the ball game for the Phillies. And Schwarber will go over to second base as he gives Xander Bogaerts a little pat on the back, saying, I was able to get on with a big hit there. Surprised that Cronenworth wasn't playing him towards the line. Turner is due up. Schwarber at second with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Darvish fires to home plate, and it's a cutter that's down low. Turner is hitting .256 with runners in scoring position, with 4 doubles and 20 runs batted in. He's 0 for 2 today. The 1-0. Grounder hit over to third base. Machado looks over to second but throws over to first to get Turner and get the easy out. Phillies just have to try to do a better job at just making better swings at the plate. Can't be too impatient, especially against a team that's been playing a lot better baseball. The good news, though, is Nick Castellanos. He's up, and with 2 outs and runners in scoring position this season, he has a .300 average. Pitch. Grounder hit back over towards the middle. Ha-Seong Kim has it, and he throws across the diamond in time, and Castellanos is out. No run. Schwarber stranded over at second base, and the Phillies have a 3-1 deficit at the bank as we go to the top of the 6th. Okay, cool. We're going to take the hat off now. Yeah, we'll take it off. Coolio. All right, so, guys, I hope you're all having yourselves a great night. My name is Jason Joseph. For those of you that are just new to my channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you turn on your notification bells too, so that way you know when I either go live or when I upload. Yes. What else do we have? We have some. Tomorrow we don't necessarily know if we're going to be doing both games of the doubleheader. Okay, I'm being honest. I don't know. It might actually come down to like a last minute decision, but we are doing the first game. Okay, there's no doubt about that. But yeah, so we're doing the first game and TBA on the second game. All right. So, we're so close to getting 30 likes. We just need 4 more to hit 30. Yeah, I feel you on that. It's not just about the likes, though, guys. We just want to continue to grow the channel, and just have support for one another. All right, Phillies have a 3-1, or a Phillies trail 3-1 against the Padres out here at Citizens Bank Park. Jeff Hoffman will come on in relief for Christopher Sanchez, who allowed 3 runs, and it was just back in the 3rd inning. Hoffman is 2-1. His ERA is at 2.53. Opponents are batting 197 against him, as he has 30 strikeouts in his 21 innings of work and has only 8 walks allowed. They'll put him up against Tatis Jr. here, who takes it downstairs and outside. Hoffman with the 1-0 offering. It's outside again and down low. Dr. Benjamin Dover. I love you, JJ. I love you too, man. I really do. I appreciate that. 2-0, fouled back towards the backstop. I love you all. I really appreciate you guys for being on here and for supporting me throughout this whole entire time. It's always nice. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hoffman kicks, steals the pitch, swing and a miss. 97 miles per hour on the gun. Padres wearing their dark brown and yellow uniforms with the brown stitching coming down the pant leg. The pitch inside and high. Phillies, on the other hand, are wearing their white pinstripes, or their red pinstripes uniforms with the white cover from top to bottom. The red caps as well. Full count to Fernando Tatis Jr., who homered his last time up. Top of the 6th inning, nobody on, nobody out. Payoff pitch thrown by Hoffman. It's popped up, but it's going to go foul over towards the first base side and go well out of play. Yeah, so I want to hear from you guys down below in the comments section, okay? Let's talk about your favorite baseball movie of all time. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. A splitter that was way up high, and Fernando Tatis Jr. shaking his head as he heads back to the dugout, and there's 1 out. So my favorite baseball movie of all time, I love it. It's a tie, okay? It's a tie between the Angels in the Outfield and the Field of Dreams. Juan Soto comes up. The pitch at the knees for a called strike. And the reason why is because I had an older brother who had really severe special needs, and he passed away in 2020. Okay? As the 0-1 is inside and low. And his favorite baseball movie, one of the reasons why I got into baseball, was because he used to love to watch Angels in the Outfield. The 1-1 inside and low again. So that has to be my favorite because he loved watching it, and he watched it a lot growing up. And there's a good cast in it. And it's just a great movie. 2-1. Grounder hit sharply over to first base, and Hall will have to make the underhanded throw over to first to Jeff Hoffman for the second out of the inning. Good play by Derek Hall that time. So that one's my favorite, along with the Field of Dreams. But yeah, my brother really loved Angels in the Outfield. And I miss him, but that was something that he truly loved. And, it's a good one. It's a really good one. Manny Machado will come on up, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. Airbud's seventh inning fetch is pretty close second. That's a good one. All right, so Soto grounded out. Machado's up. The 0-1 fouled back. Kathy says the Bad News Bears. That's a good one, too. Kathy also says A League of Their Own. And Dr. Benjamin says Meet the Robinsons. Those are all really good movies, guys. The 0-2, high fly ball, drilled out to left field. Goodbye, baseball, and Schwarber can just look up. And now that'll extend the lead 4-1. So Machado, who just missed a home run his last time up, doesn't miss that one and hits number 16 on the season. 2 outs with nobody on. It's the third home run by the Padres today. And that pitch was down the middle, and Machado actually got way underneath it, but still had the power to get on out of here. And these things are crushed. Here comes Bogaerts as he hits this one out to left field, but thankfully that is long foul. The launch angle on that has to certainly be high. But it's not like these are just like easy home runs. I mean, Gary Sanchez's line drive, that was hit pretty well too. No balls, 1 strike to Xander Bogaerts, who's 1 for 2 today. It's a 1-1 count. Nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. The pitch by Hoffman, swing and a miss. But yeah, Field of Dreams is up there for me. It's my second one. If you build it, they will come. It's one of my favorite quotes. The 1-2 in the dirt. Also, just the catch at the very end. That always makes me tear up because it makes me think about my dad and I. Thanks for subscribing, Toronto. Appreciate it, man. 2-2 delivery. Grounder. It's fouled, though, towards the third base side. 8 men out I haven't seen. No. I have not seen that. 42 is a really good one. I just personally have a hard time watching it now because Chadwick Boseman passed away and I miss him. But yeah. The pitch. Low and inside. That one I'll have to watch sometime. Bases are empty. 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Payoff pitch to Bogaerts. Popped foul as he stays alive. 97 miles per hour on the gun. Oh, boy. Yes. Jay Cronenworth waits in the on-deck circle. So, are these also your favorite sports movies of all time, or are they just your favorite baseball movies of all time? Payoff pitch. In there for called strike 3. A slider that just came back into the strike zone, and that'll do it. But Manny Machado adds an insurance run as he homers to left field, and the Padres have a 4-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Cool. Okay. All right, so Bogarts struck out looking. We go to the bottom of the 6th. All right. I'm going to take another quick step off, guys, but I'll be back in just a few moments. I'll see you guys very soon. All right? All right, cool. Here we go. Oh, boy. Slap shot. Slap shot's your favorite one? Okay, that's cool. Here comes Bryce Harper as he swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. Phillies have been very aggressive when it comes to swinging at the first pitch today. The ball is 1 strike. Phillies trail 4-1. In case you're just tuning in, Phillies have a 4-1 deficit, but there's a grounder hit back up the middle. It's fielded on a hop by Bogarts, who charges over to first, and Harper is out. So Christian Pache placed on the 10-day IL with a right elbow injury. Josh Harrison injured his right wrist, and he's on the 10-day IL too. So Johan Rojas was called up from a Double-A, and Drew Ellis was called up from Triple-A from Lehigh Valley. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to JT is taken all the way for a called strike. It was a fastball. Darvish with 84 pitches. It's been pretty strong so far. It's been one of his better outings this season. The 0-1. Splitter that is in there for a called strike. JT grounded into a double play his last time up. The 0-2 delivery by Darvish. Here it is. And it's laid off. So Larry said that second strike Doc. That's a good one. The 1-2. Fly ball out to right field. It's hooking foul and goes out of play. Yeah, I don't know what my favorite sports movie of all time would be. I guess it would have to still be I liked Friday Night Lights the movie. I thought that was really well done before they made a series out of it. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. JT goes fishing after a curveball. And that's the 9th strikeout by Yu Darvish. 2 outs. Just another one that just can't be chasing after these pitches. It sounds a little bit redundant, and I sound a little bit like a broken record, but pitch was nowhere near the strike zone, and you're not going to get any sort of contact if that's the case. Darvish, though, attacks the strike zone and throws a first pitch that's in there for a called strike. It's a slider. Stott is 1 for 2. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch upstairs. Have they started the League of Their Own TV series? Because I heard that was going to be a thing. And if so, if anybody's watched it, is it good? The 1-1. Curveball that's on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. So that'll make the count 1-2. And the next pitch, up high for ball 2. Yep. Nobody on. 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Stott. Darvish kick steals, and Stott lays that one off. And it was funny because the ball was right in front of the catcher as he just laid it down with his glove, and Stott looked like he was about to tee off with a golf swing. He was joking around. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, though. Big payoff pitch coming up. The 94th pitch by Darvish is grounded over towards the second base side. Backhanded by Kim. Throw over to first just in time. And Stott is out by half a step. As we head to the top of the 7th inning, Phillies are down 4-1 as fireworks are going off at Citizens Bank Park. Wow. Not the best day in the office for the Phillies. All right, guys. So now it is time, as we head to the top of the 7th inning, it is time to answer our Phillies. It's time to ask our Phillies trivia question. Oh my gosh! Hit that like button, though. Hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. All right, in a 1986 Phillies Cubs game, okay, 2 rookie pitchers who were brothers faced off for the first time in MLB history. Who were those brothers? Okay. Who were those brothers? The question is again, okay, I'm going to repeat it. In a 1986 Phillies Cubs game, okay, 2 rookie pitchers who were brothers. They faced off for the first time in MLB history. Who were they? I'll tell you what, it was not Austin and Aaron Nola. Okay, I'll tell you that. But I will tell you that one of them is a Hall of Famer. Okay? So that is the question. Provide your answers down below. We'll go over the right and the wrong answers, or your answers in general, when we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Yes, League of Their Own series is amazing. Oh, cool. I'll have to watch it. I've heard it was a series. Is it on it's on Netflix, is it? Is it on Netflix? I'll have to look it up. But I've always wanted to. I heard that it was really cool. Fireworks are going off like right behind the stadium. I don't necessarily know if that was planned for, but there's a lot of fireworks going off. Huh. It's cool. I don't know if they're still going off now. Can't see it, but Andrew Vasquez will come in to pitch for the Phils. He has a 2-0 record, a 1.7 ERA, 31 Ks, and 11 walks allowed. Make sure that you provide your answers down below, as the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Cronenworth grounded into a double play and struck out. He has a .216 average this season. The 0-1 up high. One ball, 1 strike. Next pitch, swing and a miss. One ball, 2 strikes. Next one It's flied out to left field. Schwarber backing up. He's looking up, and it hits off the top of the wall. Marsh was there to back it up. Throw over the second base is off the line. And it's a leadoff double hit by Jake Cronenworth. I don't think Kyle Schwarber anticipated where that was going to go. It almost got out of here, but bounced off the top of the wall and almost hit him like right in the face as it bounced off the very top of the wall. He took a wrong turn, though, and probably could have made the catch, even though it would have been tough. But regardless, it's a double. And Gary Sanchez, who homered earlier in the ball game, is up now. Gary homered earlier in the ball game, but has reached base twice today. The pitch in there for a called strike. I remember when Gary Sanchez did the home run derby, and he was called up to the big leagues along with Aaron Judge. And those two were supposed to be the faces of that franchise. 1-1 pitch, fly ball hit out to right field. It's looking foul, and it will stay foul. But yeah, I remember that. Definitely has power in the bat. But when he gets into a groove, he can crush fly balls. Cronenworth over at second. He leads off. Nobody out. And the pitch. Line drive. Played over on a hop, though, by Turner. And he throws it over to first. And Sanchez is out. Cronenworth does go over to third base, though. It's a little bit hard to tell as to where the ball was going to go, but Turner was playing Sanchez back up the middle. One away. Comes Brandon Dixon, I should say. It's a screamer that is foul towards the third base side, and thank goodness that there's a net over there. I'll never forget. It was during a Phillies game, as the 0-1 is way upstairs. You know, I keep going back and forth with the whole foul ball netting, but I'll never forget when Denard Span was up at the plate and he hit his mom with a foul ball. That was not good. The 1-1. Fly ball hit out to center field. It drops in for a base hit. Cronenworth will jog on in to score. It's an RBI single by Brandon Dixon, and the Padres extend their lead 5-1 in Philadelphia. All right, so again, let's repeat the question for those of you that did not hear, because I want to make sure I get your answers. I did ask the question, so I almost forgot if I did it or not. Trent Grisham will swing and miss at the first pitch. So in the 1986 Phillies-Cubs game, two rookie pitchers who were brothers, they faced off for the first time in MLB history. The question is, who were they? Who were those two brothers? The pitch, upstairs. One of the brothers is a Hall of Famer. That's the hint. The 1-1 in the dirt and outside. No, Larry, I don't. That I do not know. Grisham is 0-1. He's batting in the 9th spot. Grisham with only 8 stolen bases this season. The pitch in there for a called strike. Trent is 26 years old from Burleson, Texas. Stands at 5 feet 11 inches tall and 224 pounds. The 2-2 delivery, fly ball hit out to right center field. That's going to split the gap, and And right in front of Castellanos, though, as going over to third base, is the runner, and Trent Grisham will get in there safely at second as Brandon Dixon goes over to third. A one-out double. It was a good piece of hitting by Grisham, but the pitch was out over the middle of the plate. Castellanos could not get there in time. Thought maybe it was going to go all the way towards the wall because that's where it was headed towards, the gap area. And I believe we have a timeout called. Nope. Ha-Seong Kim will step up to the plate. 4 batters in this inning alone. The slider is in there for a called strike. Kim today 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout as well. 2 runners on in scoring position. The pitch. A curveball that's in there for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. In the top of the 7th inning, Padres have a 5-1 advantage in Philadelphia. Vasquez deals upstairs again. Giants and Pirates, they're on Apple TV. Let's go into the top of the 5th inning. At the Marlins and the Orioles, also scoreless too. The 1-2 grounder past the diving stop of the third baseman, out in the left field. 1 run comes in to score, and going over to third is Trent Grisham. But Ha-Seong Kim gets an RBI single. And that puts runners at the corners as the Padres now lead it 6-1 in the top of the 7th. Hit a foul ball, hit a woman, broke her nose, and they carried her off a stretcher. Oh, that's beautiful. Fernando Tatis Jr. is up. As they carried her off the stretcher, and he hit another foul ball that hit her. Oh, my gosh. That's terrible. What are the odds of that? That's awful. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Tatis Jr. Almost hit him as he just got out of the way. Two balls, no strikes. Runners at first and third for the Padres as they're looking to strike again. And Vasquez throws it. Ball's hit over to third base, throw over to first. Dug out by Derek Hall. And there's 2 outs. Runner still is over at third base, but the other runner goes over to second. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell because the runner who was over at third was Grisham. But Grisham took a lead off, and it looked like he was going over to home plate, but couldn't necessarily tell on the camera angle. And then it was a good throw by Alec Bohm, and a nice dig out by Derek Hall to get the second out. So Tatis Jr. grounds out, Juan Soto up. It's a 2-0 count. Soto with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position is a .321 average. Pitch in there for a called strike. Juan Soto trying to open the floodgates, if you will, for the Padres. Phillies trying to prevent that from happening. Soto has 15 homers, 47 RBI, and a .265 average as he takes the next one off the plate. Phillies trying to get out of this inning. The pitch outside, and that's going to load the bases. Soto gets on with a walk, and Vasquez, I'm surprised he's still out there. He just has not had his stuff working for him today. 28 pitches, and here comes Rob Thompson, and he will pull the plug right here, as this is not a good situation. Manny Machado will come on up as we have Dylan Covey warming up in the bullpen for the Phils. Thompson will take the baseball. That's going to be it for Andrew Vasquez. Okay. 7 men have come up to the plate. That's insane. Oops, I got to plug this guy in. Oopsie daisy. Testing. Is that better? Can you hear me now? I must have pulled the plug or something. Here comes Machado as he hits this one out to center field. Marches to back up, and he runs, and he makes the catch. Oh, man, he just was able to get over there. He had to back up, and it was on the first pitch. Thought it was coming in, and then the wind just blew it all the way back out towards the warning track, and thankfully, that's it. As we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, Phillies are down by 5. Okay. Thank goodness. Yes. That thing, man, that's sensitive. That's the second time that's happened today. I guess I can't play around with that. All right, last time, guys, we'll ask the trivia question. In a 1986 Phils-Cubs game, okay, 2 rookie pitchers who were brothers, they faced off for the first time in MLB history. Who were they? Okay. Give you guys 5 more seconds, and then we'll answer the question. All right, time's up. Okay. So, I have to pull this up again. Okay. Phil and Joe Necro. That is not it. All right, so the answer to the question, Lee and Lee? What are you talking about? Cliff Lee and... No, that answer is incorrect. No, the answer is Greg and Mike Maddox. That's the answer. So, 1986, I said. That is the answer to the question. It was a little bit of a tough one, but it's all good. Tom Cosgrove will come on in to pitch for the Padres in 22 games. He's gone 22 innings, has 2 holds, a 1.64 ERA, 18 Ks, and only 4 walks allowed, along with a home run. Here comes Alec Boehm to the plate as we start off the bottom of the 7th inning. The first pitch by Cosgrove is in there for a called strike. Boehm today walked, doubled, and also had an RBI too. The 0-1. Fly ball out to right field, and it's fouled off by Boehm. Boehm with 81 hits and 289 at-bats. He takes the next pitch inside and low. It was actually just low, not inside. The 57 RBI he does have, that does lead the team. The next pitch, up high and inside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Alec Boehm. The pitch, swing and a miss. It was not even a full swing that Boehm had, and there's one gone. He was guessing, and he guessed wrong. Here comes Drew Ellis to the plate. Ellis will come on in for Derek Hall. He takes it inside for a ball. Ellis is 1 for 7 lifetime as a pinch hitter with an RBI and 3 strikeouts. The 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. The sinker came in at 91. So that Vladdy Guerrero Jr. just hit a solo home run. It's his 14th of the season. He still was in home run derby mode. The pitch. In the dirt. And inside. Two balls, 1 strike. The throw to home plate is swung on and missed. According to MLB Deadline News, okay, the Reds have contacted the White Sox, and Lucas Giolito and Lance Lynn have been 2 of those guys that they've been eyeing. The pitch off the plate. Giolito is supposed to be a free agent after this season, and Lance Lynn has an $18 million club option for next season. Payoff pitch, dribbled foul. Boy, it'd be really nice if the Phillies could try to go after one of those guys too. But I wonder what the market will be. Cosgrove gets the signs, and the pitch up high and outside for ball 4. A 1-out walk distributed by Cosgrove. Here comes Brandon Marsh. Marsh, that pitch was way up high, and it's called a strike. It's like not even close to the strike zone. Marsh has struck out twice today. Cosgrove kicks, fires. It's just a little bit down low. It's just been such a weird strike zone tonight for the home plate umpire. 1-1. Ellis takes the lead off at first. Came on the pinch hit for Derek Hall. Phillies trail 6-1. In the bottom of the 7th inning. The 1-1 fly ball hit out to left field. Took in foul, and Soto is there though to make the catch right by the wall. And Marsh is out as he fouls out to left field. There's the second out of the inning. Kyle Schwarber will come on up to the batter's box. And he takes it way upstairs, a slider at 76 for a ball. Two outs, a runner over at first base. Schwarber up at the plate. Kozarov fires, and it's inside. It's interesting because we were talking the other day about the comparisons between him and Adam Dunn. The pitch, it's in there for a called strike at the knees. It's just so funny because it makes a lot of sense because you don't know if he's going to strike out, walk, or homer most of the time. Those are the three things that he usually does do. 2-1, fouled back. My question for you guys, though, is can you see him being the leadoff hitter throughout the rest of the season? Should he be the leadoff hitter? Is my question to you guys. Schwarber does call for time here. As he does that, write your answers down and tell me why. Because I can see it from both angles. 2-2 pitch. It's fouled off. I mean, the argument that I make with Kyle Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot is that they're winning games. And he is one of the big leaders of the ball club. And I want a guy that can get a lot of walks and a lot of home runs, as many at-bats as possible. 2-2 pitch. There's a towering pop-up over towards the first base side, as Ha-Seong Kim will track it down towards the right field line, and he'll make the catch. And the side is retired. No runs, one man left. And we head to the top of the eighth. Phillies down 6-1 against San Diego. I will be right back in just a few moments. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Don't go anywhere. Don't change that channel. Be right back. All right, cool. Nice. We're back on here, guys. Top of the eighth inning. Phillies have a 6-1 deficit to try to overcome here. We got 21 people on here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you guys keep up to date with everything that we're doing on here. We head to the top of the eighth inning. Phillies are down 6-1. Xander Bogaerts, who singled back in the second, is up. He's hitting .254 with 10 home runs and 35 RBI. The pitch by Covey, dribbled foul down the third base side, and the count is even at 1-1. So the Padres have been taking control of this entire game. The long ball's been working pretty well for them. Gary Sanchez got them on the board, 1-0 in the third inning, and Tatis Jr. hit a 2-run homer in the third himself. The 1-1 in the dirt. That shot that he had was all the way to the moon, and it never came back. And so we'll put them up 3-0 at the time. Bogaerts swings and misses at a sinker. And the count is even at 2-2. We'll get to Covey's stats in just a little bit. But besides those 3 runs in the third, Padres were able to get another run on a solo homer in the 6th. The pitch down low. So Machado homered in the 6th. And then Brandon Dixon had an RBI single. And Ha-Seong Kim had an RBI single in the 7th. Payoff, grounded foul. Phillies have only been able to get 1 run. That was on an RBI double hit by Alec Bohm. Back against Yu Darvish in the 4th inning. Payoff pitch. Another foul ball right behind the plate as it hit the backstop. Oh, boy. Cronenworth waits in the on-deck circle. So Dylan Covey is on the bump for the Phils. Gone to 4 pitchers today. 3-2 slapped right behind the plate. Fouled again. 9 pitches in this at-bat. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Covey nods his head, kicks, fires, and it's fouled off again. 10 pitches and lots of foul balls already. One with the sliders and 6 straight sinkers. Then he went with a slider again and just threw a sinker. Next one. Lined into left field, and it drops in for a base hit. And Schwarber is there to just play it on 2.5 hops or so. 2.5 hops. What have we come to, JJ? 2 hops. There's no such thing as a half of a hop. And there's a leadoff single in the top of the 8th. So Bogaerts was the only batter that did not hit in the 7th inning. And he starts off the 8th with a leadoff single. Covey fires, throws it in the dirt to Jake Cronenworth. Covey has a 5.68 earned run average, 17 Ks on the season and 19 innings. Cronenworth 1 for 3. The pitch, foul ball. Covey did pitch against the Miami Marlins. Didn't allow a run. And had a strikeout and didn't even allow a hit either. It was a 1-2-3 inning. One and one is the count. Covey with 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Throws it, and it's swung on and missed. A cutter at 93. Had a lot of good movement. That's the first time that he's thrown the cutter tonight. So comment down below. Is Kyle Schwarber, are you okay with him in the leadoff spot or not? Make a case and tell me why. The pitch. Foul ball down the left field line. I can see it from both angles. I do. If they're winning games, I'm not changing anything. At the same time, if they could be getting better production, I can understand that argument too. Want to put them in the 3 or the 4 spot? I wouldn't mind trying that out. The pitch. A little pop-up out to left field. Schwarber gets underneath it, calls off Bohm over at third, and he'll make the catch. And there's one away. So Cronenworth flies out. And there's the first out of the 8th inning. Larry says, shake up the lineup. Move Schwarber down. Move Stott up. Gary Sanchez will step into the batter's box and first pitch. Check swing. Did he go? First base umpire says no. Schwarber has a .186 average currently. Yep, he does. Gary Sanchez he actually has a 200 average now. The pitch at the knees for a called strike, 95 miles per hour. Kathy says to sit him. Well, he's gotten a lot of days of rest this week, so I don't know if now's the time to sit him. The 1-1, way inside and low. But, look, I understand the frustration, and I can understand the reasoning and the logic behind both sides of the argument. It's a tough spot. 2-1, in the dirt. Slider at 89. So Gary Sanchez is up. Brandon Dixon will wait on deck. Runner at first, top of the 8th inning. Phillies down 6-1 against the Padres. The pitch, it's in the dirt again, and Sanchez gets on for the 3rd time today. This time he walks. And that puts runners over at first and second with 1 out. All right, so hopefully the Phillies can try to get a double play out of this. That would be really nice. Now it was as Rougned Odor is going to come up to the plate. He's 1 for 8 as a pinch hitter. So Brandon Dixon, his day is done. Odor has been the DH, the backup DH, if you will. Nelson Cruz has been the designated hitter, or supposed to be the designated hitter, but he's currently injured. They have a lot of interesting guys on this team. It's just an interesting lineup, and you go with different people. First pitch, grounder, hit over to second base, played on 2 ops by Turner. He throws over to first, and it's a 6-3 double play to get out of the inning. So Dylan Covey gets out of the inning unscathed, and we head to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies are down to their last 6 outs as they trail 6-1. Okay. All right, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you turn on the notification bell, too, so that way you know when I upload. Thank you all so much for being on here. Again, we are at least going to try to go on for 1 game tomorrow. Can't make any promises, but we'll just have to wait and see how things are going. And, yeah, so, but I hope you guys are having a good time on here. It's been a little bit of a different cast tonight, but we're doing it because this is a part of the experience, you know. So, but I will probably take one more step off before we head to the 9th, just to check up on things. So, yep. Oh, boy. Did I X out of that? Nope. I did not. All right, good. Oops. Maybe I did. That's great. Great. cannot wait to eat after this. It smells good downstairs. Okay. Bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies will have Trey Turner, Nick Castellanos, and Bryce Harper up at the plate. Hopefully they can try to get some runs on the board here. They've been able to get 5 hits, but they've only manufactured 1 run. Nick Martinez, the sit-up man for the Padres, will come on in. He has a 3.9 ERA, 64 innings of work, and 55 strikeouts. Have to face Turner Castellanos as the first pitch is fouled off. Turner, Castellanos, and Harper. You guys think that Bryce Harper can have a better second half than he did in the first half? Comment your thoughts down below. The pitch on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. And the other question is, do you think that the Padres will even catch the Giants in the second half? Or do you believe in the Giants, or do you not have faith in the Padres? The pitch, a curveball that is swung on and missed, and there's one away in the bottom of the 8th. So Turner will lead off the inning and strike out. Castellanos will step into the batter's box. Did have a single in the first inning, and he hits a high hopper over to the second base side. Ha-Seong Kim flashing the leather, throws over to first in time, and Castellanos was just out. Oh, man. Oh, boy. What a throw that was over to first base. Kim's just playing really good baseball. There's 2 away, and Bryce will be coming on up. Shake up the lineup. Move Schwarber up. Larry says, gotta get better for Harper, doesn't it? I mean, I guess so, but I'm just wondering what you have to say. Here comes Harper as he takes a curveball. It's way up high and outside. Noel says, seems like he was taken out of the lineup for a while last year and then came back strong. 1-0, grounder. Pulled over to the first base side as Ha-Seong Kim plays it on 2 hops and throws over to first, and Harper is out in the 1-2-3 quick inning. In the bottom of the 8th, as we head to the top of the 9th, as Covey will go out there for his second inning of work. Phillies down 6-1 against the San Diego Padres. Okay. Gosh. All right. I'll be right back in just a few moments. And I will see you guys very, very soon. All right. See you soon. All righty. Larry says, I don't believe in the Padres more than I don't believe in the Giants. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It does. That's a good answer. I don't know if my dad wants to hear that, but I don't know. It'll be interesting. Giants have an interesting trade deadline coming up. All right, first pitch to Grisham is outside and high for a ball. So Dylan Covey will head back out to pitch the ninth inning. The pitch upstairs. Phillies only scored one run today. It was on an RBI double by Alec Boehm. 2 balls, no strikes. Covey kick steals. It's popped up towards the infield. Actually, we'll head out towards the outfield as no one can find it, and it drops in for a hit. Castellanos throws over to second, and it's not in time. It was hit in no man's land. They must have lost it in the lights between Stott, Castellanos, and Marsh. So that's a leadoff double, a bloop double. They lost it in the lights and could not find it. Just explains the whole entire night for the Phillies, I guess. Turner first called it off, and then it just went into no man's land. So a leadoff bloop double by Trent Grisham. Ha-Seong Kim singled his last time up, and he hits this one over to second base as the catch was made by Stott. Stott had to leap up. He made the catch, and there was no chance that Grisham was going to get doubled up at second. So pulled it over towards that first second base gap area. That's where Stott was playing, and there's one away. So an L4. And here comes Tatis Jr., who homered earlier in the ball game. Takes pitch number 1 inside and downstairs. Fernando hitting .288 with 17 home runs now in the season. He also has 46 RBI. Grisham over at second. The 1-0 way inside for ball 2. The clouds look absolutely gorgeous up in the sky at Citizens Bank Park. The pitch, grounder, fouled off towards the third base side. Covey already has 29 pitches. It's been quite a ball game for the San Diego Padres. Phillies have not been able to provide a whole lot of offense. 2-1. High grounder. Hit over to shortstop. Throw over to first by Turner is in time, and there's 2 away. As we take a look around Major League Baseball, for some other scores, we got the Giants. They have a lead, a 2-1 lead, I should say, in the bottom of the 5th in Pittsburgh. That game is on Apple TV. There's runners over at the corners with the 1 out. Juan Soto comes up to the plate in this ball game as there's only a runner at third. So the runners are over at the corners in the Giants-Pirates game. Dodgers and Mets, they're scoreless. First pitch, foul ball, and Soto lost the bat and landed a little bit awkwardly, but it seems to be all right. He's just taking a walk around the plate. That was a little bit weird. Blue Jays are up 2-1 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. homered. Soto is still out of the batter's box now, and he's limping a little bit. To call for time, but it's a little odd. 2 outs. A runner over at third base. Didn't foul a pitch off or anything. He did foul the pitch, but it didn't hit his body, nothing. It's just he landed a little bit awkwardly. Maybe he slid in the dirt a little bit, lost his footing. The ball is 1 strike. Covey fires, and it's up high. Dodgers have actually just taken the lead 3-0 in the top of the 5th inning. Scoreless, and then Dodgers have runners over at 2nd and 3rd, actually, with 2 outs. So the scoreboard didn't even update. 1-1, fly ball hit out to dead center field. Marsh backs up and can just look up, and it's gone. Juan Soto, it's a 2-run home run, and the Padres are having a party at the bank. That's his 2nd home run of the ball game. And this time it goes 438 feet. Well, you either ride or die with the Phillies, and Juan Soto decided to ride with the Phillies on the way to Citizens Bank Park and has crushed them. No balls, 1 strike. To Manny Machado. The pitch. It's in there for a called strike. That was actually his first home run. So they had the graphic wrong. Said it was his 2nd one of the day. I was thinking, that can't be right. And it wasn't. The 0-2, outside for a ball. So Tatis Jr., Soto, Machado, they've all homered today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Covey kick steals. It's 8-1 San Diego, and it's outside again. Phillies in their bottom half of the 9th will have Realmuto, Stott, and Bohm do up the pitch. Fly ball out to right field, and it's hooking foul and goes out of play. Phillies play a day-night doubleheader tomorrow. It's the first day. That's the first scheduled day-night doubleheader in a very long time. First game will be at 1:05. Second one's at 7:05. The 2-2 fly ball drilled out to deep left field. Thank goodness it's a foul ball, because Machado thought he had it all, and it just hooked foul. They're calling it a home run, though. They're saying it was a home run, but the Phillies are going to review this because it looked like it was a long foul. Okay, and the home plate umpire says it was a foul ball. So Machado is like, what the heck? And he's rounding third base. He's coming in the home plate. He's like, really? I'm just walking back in, and it was just foul? Oh, they're thinking that maybe it bounced a little bit off the pole. But looked like it was a foul ball, so they overturn it. Padres, are they going to challenge this? Is Bob Melvin going to challenge it? Let's see. He's heading up there. The bench coach is signaling for the headsets, but they're just going to play on. The next pitch to Machado is up high. What a bizarre game this is. Didn't hit the foul pole. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch downstairs for a ball. So regardless, Machado gets aboard. Larry says all 4 Phillies pitchers have given up runs. Yes. And now Rob Thompson has seen enough. As Machado goes over to first on a walk. Covey can't get the last out of the inning. And Thompson will take the baseball. And Andrew Bellotti will come on in. So we have another pitch and change. Phillies down 8-1 against the San Diego Padres. All right. Oh, boy. Guys, thanks for staying with me on here. In case you guys are new to my channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you guys do that for sure. It's 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time on the East Coast. So, all right, good. Yes. Yeah. What a ball game this has been. We got 19 people on here. Thanks for staying on here, guys. It means a lot that you guys have been supporting this channel and have been very loyal, for sure. You guys are the real ones. You 19 people are the actual real ones that really give a lot of support. Not saying that nobody else does, because they do, but I mean, in this type of a game where I haven't been my best, A, B, the game hasn't really been so hot for the Phillies, and C, a combination of all the above. That's really just A and B. But with those things considered, thank you for staying on here. You know what the Phillies odds right now are winning? Plus 17,000. That's their money. That for the money line, if you wanted to take it right now, it would be at plus 17,500. Bellotti will come on in to pitch. There's a 5.68 ERA. He'll have to face Bogarts, and hopefully that'll just be it. 2 outs, so runner over at first. The pitch inside and high for a ball. Dude, of course they have to put a Chick-fil-A sponsor right behind the plate just to rub it in, of the hunger. They don't think about JJ. The 1-0 fouled off. It just sounds so good. My stomach is really growling. Tonight's a leftovers night, though. Leftovers are a good thing. Are you guys a fan of leftovers? Comment down below. This is what happens when you have an 8-1 game. Talk about leftovers. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Hopefully the Padres don't have too many leftover runs tomorrow. Hopefully the Phillies can just eat up a lot of runs and get guys on base, cash them in. 1-2 pitch. That ball is golfed out to left field. Schwarber reaches up, though, and he makes the catch. It almost got out of here. Bogarts thought he had it, and Schwarber was able to run into the wall and make the catch. And that'll do it as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Phillies are down to their final 3 outs. They trail 8-1 against the Padres. This thing almost got out. But nope. I think I should have switched the trivia question up, and I should have asked, instead of the Phillies, about how many runs that they would score. Would it be in the range of 0-3, 2-5, 0-3, 4-7? Was it 4-7 and 8 or more? Should have asked if the Phillies were going to do that. But too little, too late, I guess. Or maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Seen some crazy things happen in baseball. That's why you got to play all 27 outs. Real Muto will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Bryson Stott will be the second hitter, and now Bohm will be hitting third. So JT is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Bryson Stott is 1 for 3 with a run scored. Yes. What's up, Snowman? Thanks for coming back on here, man. I appreciate it. If you guys are brand new to my channel, if you guys have no idea who Snowman Multimedia is, please make sure that you go subscribe to his channel. Snowman, post your link down below, of course, as always. The Padres have scored 5 runs from the 6th inning on. Scored 1 in the 6th. Actually, scored 3 in the 3rd. 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, and 2 more in the 9th. All right, so Garcia will come on in to pitch for the Padres. He has a 5.58 ERA in 30.2 innings of work. Luis Garcia, that is. He's only allowed 3 home runs, though, this season, and opponents are batting .254 against him. Padres are looking to go 44 and 47. There are 4 games now underneath 500. The Pirates actually have the bases loaded now in the bottom of the 6th with nobody out. The Giants still lead it, though, 3-2. The bell was red out at the bank, but the Phillies have gone red cold in the game so far. First pitch, though, the JT is lifted out to right field. It's going back to the track, to the wall. It's an opposite field home run for Real Muto. First pitch, hanging breaking ball, and JT hits his 11th homer of the season. And they cut the deficit to 6. Wow. Was there something I said? I know, that's crazy. So JT on the first pitch hits a solo homer. And here comes Stott, who will foul the first pitch off. Philly's showing a little bit of life, and, well, see if they can try to add on to this. They're down 8-2 in the bottom of the 9th. Nobody on, nobody out. Stott will hit this one back up the middle. It's hit off the leg of the pitcher. Throw over to first, though, is in time by Xander Bogaerts. Took a weird bounce, and Bogaerts played back up the middle and was able to get Stott out by half a step. Man, the middle infield for this Padres team, just defensively, is just so good. Bounced off of the right heel of Luis Garcia, and Bogaerts did a good job at timing that out, so there's 1 out. In the bottom of the 9th, Alpone will come on up, and he stares at a slider that's in there for a called strike. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was like, whoa, wait, did I say something? Oh, boy. Thanks. Okay, good. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch in the dirt. Bohm decided not to go after the offering. Only 6 more to go, says Larry. And oh, by the way, the Phillies are down to their final 2 outs. The 1-1. Slider that's way inside. Drew Ellis waits in the on-deck circle as Derek Hall started off the ball game over at first, but then Ellis came on to pinch hit for him. The pitch. Grounder back up the middle, and it gets right through the hole in the center field for a base hit. The Phillies are making a little bit of noise here in this bottom of the 9th. 2 hits, 1 out. Boy, wouldn't that be something? Garcia already with 7 pitches, and you can see why his ERA is the way it is. Gives up a lot of hits and hasn't necessarily been himself this season. Ellis walked in his pinch hit plate appearance. That was back in the 7th. In the first pitch, he pops this one up, but thank goodness it's behind the plate and it goes out of play. Ellis got called back up as Josh Harrison went on the injured list, along with Christian Pache, too. But Johan Rojas got called up from Double-A for him, for Pache. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Garcia trying to put the Phillies to bed here. They trail 8-2 in the bottom of the ninth. The 0-2, off the plate. Larry said, be nice if this would turn into an unforgettable comeback. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch by Garcia. It sails out of the strike zone, and it's now a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the bottom of the ninth. 1 out, and a runner over at first to Ellis. The pitch, fly ball hit out to left field. Backing up is Soto, and he goes towards the track, and he drops it. Oh, he dropped it, and it goes all the way to the hoop, a W.E. Mason sign. A run comes in to score. Boom comes on in, and it's an RBI double as of right now by Drew Ellis. Soto misplayed it out in left field and could not make the catch. Man, the wind must be carrying this thing because it just took a really weird bounce, but definitely should have been easily caught. So I guess as of right now it's ruled as a double, but it wouldn't surprise me if they ruled it as an error. Wow. It's ruled as a double? Is it ruled as a double? It should be an error because it hit the glove anyway, so I don't want to check right now because I don't want to get spoiled or anything or have a spoiler come out. Phillies down 8-3, though. Okay, it's an error. Okay. Thanks. So Ellis is over at second base. Brandon Marsh is up at the plate. A base hit could cut the lead in half for the Padres. Marsh is 0 for 3 today. Garcia kicks, steals, and the pitch is fouled off. So Marsh is behind in the count, 0-1 already. On deck is Kyle Schwarber. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. The pitch to Marsh in the dirt for a ball. I can't believe that Soto dropped that ball out in left field. Ellis thought maybe he got a hold of it, and then it went all the way towards the track. Soto tried to catch it with an open glove stance, but then lost it. The pitch, swing and a miss. Slider didn't really have a whole lot of movement to it, but Marsh went fishing after it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ellis leads off at second. And the 1-2 delivery. Marsh takes it all the way. It took a weird bounce in front of Gary Sanchez, but didn't get too far away from him. Marsh struck out in the second, or in the third. Struck out in the fifth and flew out to left field in the seventh. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. Garcia kicks, steals, and it's up high for ball 3. 97 miles per hour on the gun. Garcia starting to hear it from the fans a little bit. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. The payoff pitch to Marsh. Outside for ball 4. And Marsh walks. There's a Padre fan that can't believe what he's seeing. And there's no mound visit, nothing, but somebody is going to get loosened up in the bullpen. Oh, man. Now there will be a mound visit here. starting to get a little bit dicey for the Padres. Josh Hader's going to get loosened up in the bullpen. They did not think that they were going to have to go to him, but they might do it. Wow. This is a golden opportunity for Kyle Schwarber here to do some damage. Nierlo is going to go out to talk to his pitcher. Runners over at first and second. In case you're just tuning in, Phillies were down 8-1. Heading into the bottom of the ninth, JT hit a leadoff solo homer out to right field. Alec Bohm singled. Drew Ellis got on with an error, and Bohm scored, and Marsh just walked. And Schwarber comes up to the plate with runners at first and second. He's 0 for 2 lifetime against Luis Garcia with 2 walks. Boy, this would really be something. Ellis over at second, and Marsh at first. Garcia kick steals. The pitch to Schwarber is inside, a slider that missed its spot again. Stadium's about half empty, I'd say. The 1-0 off the plate. A splitter at 88. That was way outside. Already 5 men have come up to the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The pitch to Schwarber. In the dirt again for ball 3. 21 pitches by Garcia so far. 11 of them have been balls. Fans getting pretty loud here at the bank. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch inside for ball 4. That's going to load the bases. So Ellis goes over to third. Marsh goes over to second. And Schwarber's at first. And Bob Melvin has seen enough. And Josh Hader's going to come into the ball game to try to get the final 2 outs by the Padres. But Trey Turner will come on in to hit for the Phillies. So Ellis got on with an E7. Marsh walked, and Schwarber walked. And we have a pitch and change. Who would the Padres, or why would the Padres use Garcia in the first place? Beats me to it. I don't know. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you turn that notification bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. This is wild, man. Wow. Who would have thunk? Phillies were down 8-1. JT hit a solo opposite field home run in the bottom of the ninth. Stott then grounded out to second. Bohm singled up the middle. Drew Ellis had an E7 but got on and advanced over to second base, and Bohm came in to score to cut the deficit 8-3. And then Marsh and Schwarber walked. And Trey Turner is coming up to the plate. Castellanos waits in the on-deck circle. But Josh Hader is coming into the game, and we have a pitch and change. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys, and make sure that you turn that notification bell icon on too, so that way you know when I upload. All right, how many people do we have on here now? We got 29 people on here. People are coming back. That's nice. No spoilers. Nothing. That'd be really nice to see a home run, though. No spoilers in the chat. Hader in 35 games is 21 for 24 in save opportunities, has a 1.08 ERA. And he has 50 strikeouts and 33 innings of work. He's only allowed 1 home run this season. So Ellis is over at third, Marsh is at second, and Schwarber's at first. Phillies down 8-3 with the bases loaded and 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. In game 1 of this 4-game set at the bank against the Padres. Turner has gone 0-4 today. He's 0-4. He'll have to face Josh Hader here. Pitch number 1. It's in there for a called strike. It looked like it was just a little bit off the plate. Turner is actually 3-for-5 against Josh Hader in his career with 2 doubles and an RBI. Bases are juiced. 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Hader gets set, kicks, fires, and it is way inside. It almost hit Turner. I thought maybe it did for a second, but he just got out of the way. And the count is even at 1-1. Turner is 2-for-5 with the bases loaded this season. Hader with his bright blue glove. It's a light blue one. The 1-1 fouled back. Phillies, when they faced Josh Hader last year, when he was on the Brewers, they were down 2-1. Alec Boehm hit a home run and Matt Vierling hit a home run. The 1-2, a grounder hit over to third base. It is a foul ball, and thank goodness for them, I guess, because it just got underneath Machado's glove. Oh my goodness. It was just a foul ball, and it should have been an easy play, but everybody has to go back to their spots. As they got on. Wow. He took his eye off the ball, and thank goodness for his sake that it was foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trey Turner with the bases loaded. The pitch, swing and a miss, and he strikes out on a changeup that was in the dirt, and the Phillies are down to their final out. Just imagine if that was even a fair ball. And Castellanos comes on up to the plate. He's 1-for-5 in his career versus Josh Hader. Bases loaded. And if Castellanos gets on, the tying run would come on up. And it would be Bryce Harper. Hader thought about throwing over to first base, but decided not to. He gets set, kicks, fires. Pitch number 1 is way outside. A slider that was way off the plate. Castellanos with the bases loaded has 7 grand slams lifetime. Ellis at third, Marsh at second, Schwarber at first. The 1-0, swing and a miss on a pitch that was way in the dirt. It was just sailing all the way down as soon as it left his glove. And Castellanos, it didn't even have to hit the plate, and he swung on and missed at it. It was just way too early on that. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Phillies trail 8-3 with the bases loaded. The pitch, swing and a miss. A slider that fooled Castellanos, and the Phillies are down to their final strike. Castellanos singled in the first inning. It was an infield single. Hader on the bump. 8 pitches so far. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch by Josh Hader, way outside, and Gary Sanchez just did a good job of extending his arms, because if that would have gotten by him, a run would have easily come home. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Castellanos. Just got to have a patient approach. The pitch of the night coming up. Here it is. Fly ball hit out to shallow right field. It's a tough play. Tatis calls everyone off, and he'll make the catch for the final out. Almost lost it in the lights, and that's going to do it. The Phillies, they provided some drama in that ninth inning, and they tried to come back, but the Padres hang on, and they take game one of this series by a final score of 8-3. Well, you had the situation that you wanted in the ninth inning with the bases loaded. And with one out, then Turner struck out. And Castellanos got behind in the count. And just didn't get a good pitch to see. And the Phillies lose game one of this 4-game series at the bank. And they are now 48-42 on the season and 22-17 at home. So, anyhow, that's going to wrap things up here. I got to go downstairs, but I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Please make sure that you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, all right? I love you all so much. Don't know yet if we'll be on tomorrow, but I will definitely you'll definitely know as long as you have those notification bells turned on. But I will catch you all in the next one, all right? I love you all so much. Tough loss for the Phillies tonight, for sure. But hopefully they try to bounce back and take both games tomorrow in the doubleheader. That would be very nice to see. All right, Lila Tov, everybody. See you all in the next one. Have yourself a good night.